Welcome to this, our third bulletin from the MC4C studio. Would you believe I've been stuck in here for the last 4 months? And even though I do have a very big TV to watch, as you can see, things can get a bit difficult, but we're putting a brave face on it. I've relaxed a bit and taken my tie off, and we hope that the news that we bring you will be useful. As usual, whenever we refer to an event or a website or email address, you'll find those as clickable links under this video on YouTube. And look out for the extended versions of some of the interviews that we'll increasingly be including in these bulletins. And if there are any issues or topics you'd like us to include in the future, please let us know. Contact details with the links are below and at the end of this bulletin. Government guidance seems to be updated almost daily. The advice, though, is still to stay alert. This means that you must stay at home as much as possible, work from home if you can, limit contact with other people, and keep a distance from people who are not in your household. And keeping a distance means we need to stay 2 meters apart where possible. And if you can't keep 2 meters apart, it must be no less than 1 meter. If you're travelling by public transport, you must wear a face covering. Buses and trains will be regularly cleaned. You don't have to wear a special or medical mask, but even if you use a clean scarf, it must cover your nose and mouth. And you should wash your hands regularly. And don't leave home if you or anyone in your household has symptoms. There's more information about what you can and cannot do on the government website at this address: www.gov.uk/coronavirus. In our links information, you'll also find details of government schemes which have helped many businesses stay afloat, though not all by any means. And many micro businesses in our region have found it very difficult to find help of any sort. Hull West and Hessle MP Emma Hardy raised this matter with the Chancellor in the House of Commons.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's been a pleasure to meet the young entrepreneurs in Hull. Many of these young people have faced great adversity before setting up their own businesses, but they have had no income, no support and no grants from the government. Have these young people been forgotten?
Chancellor. Mr. Speaker, these young people have absolutely not been forgotten, and we remain indebted to them for their dynamism in helping to power our recovery. I'm delighted that our startup loan scheme has recently been expanded and is able to provide cash loans to those budding entrepreneurs in her constituency and others, and I would urge them to have a look at it and see if it will help fund their plans.
Emma Hardy also drew our attention to 50 scholarships with the Open University, available to unpaid carers to study with them for free. 15 places will be for young carers aged 18 to 25. If you're a carer for an average of 15 hours a week, you need to apply by the end of this month. You'll need to be able to start in academic year 2020-2021 or 2021-22, be someone who cares for an average of 15 hours a week, or have been a carer in the last 2 years, but perhaps due to bereavement, you're no longer a carer. You must be able to provide proof of your current or recently ended caring responsibilities and have a gross household income of no more than £25,000 a year or be in receipt of qualifying benefits. There's more information at the link below this video. Hull City Council's Business Intelligence team need your help to better understand how the city's doing under the current lockdown. People as young as 12 can take part in a short 5-minute weekly survey to help us all get through these difficult times. And if you complete all the surveys you're sent, you could win £500 worth of shopping vouchers too. So ask your family and friends to sign up. And again, the link is under this video on YouTube. There are many links to online training and web courses in our list of resources with the video on YouTube, which will be updated regularly. One resource with whom we work closely is the Hull Business Lounge. If you look at their email, you'd think they make candles, but HCAL or HCandle is Hull Culture and Leisure, covering everything from theatres and leisure centres to libraries. Now some libraries are reopening, but many of their valuable resources are also available online. I asked Charlotte Basnett of the Hull Business Lounge what libraries can offer to young people.
It seems like children come to the library a lot when they're small and their parents bring them, and then when it comes to them coming of their own volition, they have other things that they'd rather be doing, which is perfectly fine. But there's the people that come back to the library after their teenage years, and then there's the people that don't, and it's the people that don't that really probably would gain the most from the library service, because as well as just offering them general job clubs as well, we have a lot of trained staff that help people with interview technique, but also with it's a fairly new project, or it's come through the new channels to start up businesses, and it seems people have a very young people have brilliant ideas, but they have no idea what to do with them. So they probably get that shelved, or they just assume they don't have the right qualifications. So if they could, we are there to help them, to show them what they need, what they don't need to have.
Yes, it should just start with a good idea.
There's lots of people that come in and they're like, I have this idea that I want to set up this business doing this, but how do I even do that? Do I have to have a website? Do I have to do this? Just having that information is so valuable, even going into into a career which might not be anything to do with business. Knowing these things is so valuable.
So are the libraries open now?
They will be open by the time this goes out. It is only a selected few, so it's only the bigger ones. So it's the Central Library, the Bransholme Library, Western Library, Ings and Greenwood. But the others are getting their COVID certificates and will be open soon.
So you were open from the 9th, but presumably people can contact you online or by phone or email?
With regards of the library side, everything is being done by appointment. So it is click and collect for the books, and it's also appointment based. So you need to ring up or do it over the internet via our social media. So we're on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram with the Hull Libraries or the Business Lounge or the BIPC. But contacting us, if you go onto the website, there is a contact us button, and it will give you an email address, and that is monitored constantly by all of the business staff. So we will contact you in less than a day.
Charlotte, thank you very much, and stay safe.
Stay safe and stay sane.
About 2 years ago, we helped Danny Gleedhill set up in business as a hairdresser. He'd worked hard to put himself through a course at Hull College at the age of 25, and despite feelings of self-doubt, he persevered. After working in a salon, he set up in a studio in his converted garden shed. And since lockdown, he and his partner have been working for social services, caring for a woman with dementia. But on July the 4th, Danny was able to reopen his salon door. He's hoping that an emergency business grant through the John Cracknell Youth Enterprise Bank will help him expand once the necessary permissions are in place. So, what was it like when lockdown happened?
Friday the 19th of March was the hardest day I've ever done in my life to close my salon. To build it up from nothing, to build my clients up from nothing, to get that confidence and that self-esteem, and to have to close was just heartbreaking. I mean, I think everybody who has their own business that they absolutely love, to close it due to circumstances that are your fault was just heartbreaking, because I had that theory in my head, like, am I going to be able to go back into it? Am I, because shops were selling out with hair dye and products. My clients were putting their own hair dye on, and I thought, well, they're going to work out that that's going to be cheaper for them than to come see me, so are they going to come back? So,
did they come back?
They've all come back, which is really good. I had to bribe them with cake. And obviously I can't make anybody a drink. But I've kind of not found a loophole, but like, you're allowed visitors from someone's household to your house, and because I work from home, if they're not in the salon and they're sat in the garden, I can make them a drink. So I can still have that with a client.
It's taken a huge toll, hasn't it, on the nation's mental health. Did you see that in your clients?
What I found, like, these ladies were lonely. And I was lonely. Like, it was Groundhog Day in my house. I only saw Craig or Janet. So I didn't have that human contact with anybody. And I was ringing my clients throughout the pandemic just to make sure they were okay, if they wanted a chat, if they just wanted to scream on the phone. And I think they waited to see me. And a few of my clients have tried to hug me because they've missed that chat with me to make them feel better, and trying to find that emotion to make them, because I've been emotionally drained from caring for someone like that who needs your attention 24/7. It's been trying to put a front on, but I think things will go back to normal soon. But then there's always that possibility that there could be a second wave, and you just don't know what's going to happen.
So, if you can, what do you want to do with the emergency business grant?
I am going to extend my salon. I have a nice big garage in my garden, which I converted into a bar. Me and Craig don't throw the parties anymore, so it's...
Aww.
I know, I ain't got a life no more. So the bar will become a big salon with 3 stations, 2 basins, a lot more room. It's going to have a kitchen in there as well for storeroom. So yeah, that's my plan, because hopefully I want to take on staff and I want to train girls up as well and get paid to do that. So that would mean going to university and getting my assessor's degree, which will be a piece of cake really, because I know what I'm doing.
Finally, Danny, can we see you in your PPE?
But yeah, so I wear this with gloves and an apron. Everyone, I don't know what other salons are doing, but I'm not charging my clients for PPE because that's just disgusting. It's my responsibility as the hairdresser to apply, to give them away. Yes, it's cost effective. I haven't put my prices up because realistically, majority of people have been in lockdown and they've had no money. So, I'm not greedy with money. My only issue is safety of us, really.
And good luck to Danny's hairdressing for the future. And that's all from this edition of Business News. There'll be more very soon. Meanwhile, don't forget the links to webinars and courses, and to the specific opportunities mentioned in today's bulletin, all in the text beneath this video on YouTube. And there'll be full-length versions of the interviews with Danny and Charlotte on this channel very soon. Right, work over, catch-up time. I'll see you soon.